Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jan Moses here, back with another MyTeam video. Now, instead of uploading a video with me complaining about how we've gotten our third consecutive special insert only promo when it comes to these Galaxy Opals and 100 rated cards, because none of us care about the pink diamonds that they're putting in the player market, especially this weekend. I mean, my God, they all look just so uninteresting. I instead wanted to try and look forward and give my 2 cents on where I see this game mode going, at least when it comes to their Friday promos over the next month or so. And I want to just jump right into the Take-Two earnings report for the third quarter of their 2024 fiscal year, because, and I'm very guilty of this, I want to be very clear, a lot of YouTubers and just people online in general have been quoting the 7%, this 7% decrease right here, in whatever content that they've been publishing. And I've done the same thing too. And I thought, if I'm going to try and figure out, or at least, upload a video sharing my thoughts on, when I think we could start to see some change and hopefully us reverting back to the Friday promos that we did enjoy engaging with, I would have to look into this earnings report just to see if I can find any more information outside of this 7%. And I did find a couple of things, one directly tied to the 7%, and then one that isn't, but could be tied to our Friday promos. And let's start with the prior. So you can see right here, with this bullet point, recurrent consumer spending decreased 7%. And the first game that they mentioned in the following bullet point, when they talk about the largest contributors towards that 7% decrease, is NBA 2K24. And if you look at the other games, you have Grand Theft Auto Online, which I guess is still kind of popular, but GTA 5 has been out now for over 10 years. So you could argue that NBA 2K24 probably has a little more activity, I would say, than GTA Online, in my opinion. And then the other games, Toon Blast, Empires and Puzzles, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great game, but that game's also outdated. A lot of these games just really aren't, I don't want to say they aren't relevant right now, but I just think NBA 2K24 has more traction right now than those games. And if you take a look down here, because you see where it says recurrent consumer spending, there are these two asterisks, and if you go to where those two asterisks are at the bottom of the page, you can see that it says recurrent consumer spending is generated from ongoing consumer engagement and includes virtual currency. So yeah, I'm not saying that my understanding of this report is that Take-Two is solely blaming NBA 2K24 and their lack of profits from people buying VC and MyTeam points and ripping packs and stuff like that, but it definitely is coming across sort of in that way, where they were very clearly like, yeah, NBA 2K24, that's the first game we're going to mention, and we're down 7%. And recurrent consumer spending, in case their shareholders don't know what they're referring to, is referring to consumer engagement with virtual currency. So, there are people out there who have been saying that they wouldn't be shocked if the call to switch these Friday promos to ones that are more pack centric came from higher management from Take-Two themselves and not from 2K, and I would not be surprised, given what they've stated here on this second of 15 pages in this earnings release for quarter 3 2024 from Take-Two's earnings release. But now on page 3, you can see here that the fiscal year ends March 31st, 2024, which I think is very interesting, because what I think this sets the floor for when it comes to MyTeam and our Friday promos. I think we could see these promos where we have special inserts for Galaxy Opals and 100 rated cards, basically special inserts for the cards that we as a community want the ability to get, in any way that's not packs, like whether it's buying them from the player market or grinding for them. Because you can even argue there's probably a percentage of the community who's enraged with how these Friday promos have gone. There's probably a small percentage of that community who were cool with spending 125k VC to buy the Pink Diamond Michael Beasley that we got during the Lunar New Year promo. And honestly, I think, while a lot of people could probably be thinking, oh, well, if you put Michael Beasley, or you put a card similar to what Michael Beasley was back then, from one of these promos now in the player market, or I'm sorry, in the pack market for 125k VC, that 2K would make a lot of MT, or a lot of, not MT, wow, that's funny, a lot of money. But honestly, they probably make significantly more money by not having these players guaranteed in any way in the game, and having you chase them by ripping packs after packs after pack after pack after pack. And so, yeah, I don't think they're going to be going back to that model, at least until the end of March. I'm assuming that the CEO probably has some consumer earning targets that he needs to hit to get his bonus for this year, since the fiscal year for quarter four ends at the end of March. And so I wouldn't be shocked if they're using these Friday promos with special inserts only for the top end cards, as a way to recoup some of that money that they've lost, some of that 7% that they've lost. And if you look at the MyTeam playbook that we got updated 2 days ago, they mentioned that we're getting a new set of rush agendas on Tuesday. I'm not sure if that's going to be for a brand new Galaxy Opal that's going to have a 2-week timer, just like the Austin Reeves Galaxy Opal that we got last Tuesday, but we're going to have to wait and see. However, getting an update like that on Tuesday with another grindable card, more likely, means to me that we're probably going, or sorry, most likely, means to me that we're probably going to be seeing another special insert riddled promo next Friday as well, which is really frustrating. I honestly expect to get these promos for the rest of March. I feel like we're going to be seeing some really, really filthy moves from the MyTeam team to try and squeeze as much money out of us as a community as possible. I actually believe, if I'm not mistaken, that in that MyTeam playbook update that we got on Thursday, they mentioned that we're going to have more special offers available to us in the pack market. And the special offers that we got this past week were pretty terrible. I mean, we had, I think, a pink diamond Zach LaVine for 99k MT. And I have two issues with that. First of all, if you're going to be doing stuff like that, just make him a deal of the day and give us another offer that's better. Don't make it like a deal of the day worthy price. And second of all, isn't Zach LaVine a card that we can get for free? I think for hitting like level 37. So I don't know why you're giving us an opportunity to get a card that we can get for free and making him 99k. That's kind of silly to me. But yeah, I just expect us to see more of the same, unfortunately, for the rest of this month. And that kind of sucks because, if you look at my MT stack right here, you can see that I'm almost at 4.1 million MT, man. Like every single time I sit down to record a video for you guys, my MT stack's only going up. And it's not because I'm grinding the game a ton. Like, I'm playing the game a good amount. Like, now I'm grinding for Austin Reeves. You can see here at my agenda list, I've already gotten the Suns rebounds, Wild West 3-pointers, and the 60 points in the paint offline. I already have seven games with 3 or more dunks with a player in salary cap. I'm actually 7-0 in salary cap. I can show you guys my lineup really, really quickly before I move on to my last topic here. Here's my salary cap lineup, in case you guys were wondering and wanted some inspiration. These cards, I believe, these cards are all cards that I got for free. And you can probably put together a similar lineup that could be even better. The only card that I think I paid for actually, or 2 cards. Wait, 3 cards. I am telling a bold-faced lie. I bought Mitchell Robinson, Kenyon Martin, and Gerald Wallace, but all these cards are dirt cheap. I mean, you should be able to afford these cards relatively easily. But yeah, I fully expect to see more of the same for the rest of the month. And then hopefully we get Galaxy Opals in the player market in April, but that just seems so, I don't even want to say boring. It's so deflating to think about, like, okay, we've had 3 weeks in a row now with Friday promos being, or featuring very limited engagement unless you want to rip packs. And I hate to, hypothesize that we could be seeing more of this for, the next like 4 weeks, but that could be what we end up getting. I'm kind of hoping that 2K only gives us 2 more weeks of these 100 rated cards to give us a starting 5. I'm not sure who we're going to get over the next couple of weeks, but I'm assuming if we follow what 2K's been doing, we're probably going to get a shooting guard eligible card and then a point guard eligible card. Now, I wonder if we end up getting a card like Michael Jordan at shooting guard. I know we got a Kevin Garnett, who, I mean, we basically started with a center in Kareem, who was power forward eligible, and then we got another center in Shaq, who was power forward eligible, so that could be your front court. And now we got a Kevin Garnett card, who is small forward eligible. So maybe we get a small forward card that's shooting guard eligible. Who knows? But if I had to guess, I would not be shocked if we get a 100 rated Michael Jordan on next Friday, and then if they give us a really tall out of position point guard on that last Friday, if we were to get a starting five. I don't think they're going to go that route, but I wouldn't be shocked like if they give us a LeBron James, and we could get that LeBron James at point guard this upcoming Friday for LeBron hitting 40,000 points, because that's going to more than likely happen tonight. Lakers play the Nuggets at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I've seen a lot of people on Twitter speculating what they believe we're going to be getting for him hitting 40,000 points. I feel like we're just going to get a challenge or a locker code for like a Hall of Fame badge pack. There's no chance they give us a locker code with a chance of getting Galaxy Opal LeBron, unless they put the little platform where the ball can land for you to get Galaxy Opal LeBron in the most difficult to reach spot on the board. But I wouldn't hate that. At least you give us the illusion of opportunity that we could get him. But I would not be shocked if 2K does something really silly like that tonight, and then next Friday they're like, oh, to celebrate LeBron hitting 40,000 points, here's a 100 rated small forward point guard eligible LeBron James card, who's available in packs as a 100 rated special insert. So yeah, that's all I got for you. I just wanted to share my thoughts on where I see this game going over the next month, with some information that I thought was helpful from the Take-Two earnings report from their fiscal year 2024 quarter 3. Last programming note, I'm hopefully about to record a podcast with Harry. If you guys remember the last podcast that I uploaded, Harry couldn't make it. He wasn't feeling all that well. So I'm gonna keep my podcast up, my 30-minute podcast, and I'm gonna treat this new one I do with Harry as sort of like an interview. He's gonna share his thoughts on more than likely the state of MyTeam, season 5, and the rewards, probably maybe season 4 a little bit, and maybe he'll share his thoughts on what I've been talking about for the last 10-15 minutes on where MyTeam could be headed over the next month, if not longer. So yeah, stay tuned to that. This video will be going live. I'm recording this at roughly now, it's like 4 o'clock Eastern. Video should go live immediately once I'm done recording, and we'll get the podcast up for you guys more than likely either later on tonight or tomorrow morning, Sunday, March 3rd. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.